Imagine you're standing outside, looking at the horizon. The air feels normal. The ground beneath your feet is steady. And then, without warning, the impossible happens. For just 1 minute, Earth stops. 60 seconds. No rotation. No spin. What would you see? What would you feel? And what would it mean for all life on this fragile planet? To understand the scale of this question, we need to remember a simple truth. Earth is not still. Every second of every day, our planet spins at an incredible speed. At the equator, you are moving at more than 1,600 kilometers per hour, faster than the speed of sound. You don't feel it, because everything around you, air, oceans, continents, spins together in perfect balance. But if, for a single minute, that rotation stopped, the balance would shatter. First, momentum. Everything not anchored to bedrock would continue moving eastward at supersonic speeds. The air itself would tear forward, transforming into winds more destructive than any hurricane in history. Buildings, trees, vehicles, even the oceans. All of it would lurch violently, carried by invisible inertia. At ground level, entire cities could be shredded by walls of air and debris. Skyscrapers would snap. Bridges would collapse. And on the coasts, tsunamis hundreds of meters high would surge outward as oceans attempted to keep moving even while the ground beneath them had frozen still. 60 seconds would feel like the end of the world. But is this just speculation? Or do we have clues from history and science? In the past, massive asteroids have slammed into Earth with devastating force, sending shock waves through the planet. These impacts caused winds, fires, and tsunamis on unimaginable scales. But the stopping of Earth's rotation, even briefly, would unleash more energy than any asteroid strike ever recorded. It would be as if the kinetic energy of an entire world suddenly collided with itself. Even modern nuclear weapons pale in comparison. The most powerful bomb ever detonated, the Tsar bomber, was a flicker of fire compared to the raw chaos of Earth halting mid-spin. Let's walk through it, moment by moment. Second 1. The ground halts. The air does not. A blast of supersonic wind tears across continents. People, animals, and machines are hurled eastward. Second 10. Oceans surge out of their basins. Water piles against coastlines, crushing harbors and flooding cities in seconds. Second 20. The planet's outer crust groans. Tectonic plates, already under pressure, suddenly shift. Earthquakes ripple across fault lines. Volcanoes awaken. Second 40. In the skies, planes are ripped apart. Satellites lose their predictable trajectories as the delicate balance of Earth's rotation collapses. Second 59. The chaos continues. Entire landscapes are transformed. Civilization itself seems to unravel in under a minute. And then, rotation resumes. But the damage is done. Earth's spin isn't just movement, it's protection. It stabilizes our climate, balancing day and night. It generates the Coriolis effect, which shapes winds and currents, giving order to our weather. It contributes to the molten core's dynamo, sustaining the magnetic field that shields us from deadly solar radiation. Without rotation, even briefly, our world would become a hostile, unstable place. The delicate systems that sustain life depend on that constant motion. So what does this thought experiment teach us? It reminds us of how fragile our existence truly is. We live on a planet whose balance depends on forces we rarely think about. Rotation, gravity, atmosphere, magnetic fields. The very things we take for granted, sunrise, sunset, the rhythm of day and night, are gifts of a spinning world. And in just 60 seconds without it, life as we know it could collapse. The Earth will never truly stop spinning. Not in our lifetime. Not for billions of years. But imagining it reminds us of how much we rely on forces beyond our control. So the question lingers. If just 1 minute without rotation could bring such destruction, then what would happen if Earth slowed, not for seconds, but forever? The screen fades to black. Ominous music rises. The words appear. What if Earth never spun again?